I'm teaching it's an illusion. And you've entered into my illusion with me. Let's share it together just for a moment, shall we? Because I'm teaching A Course in Miracles. What you heard at the beginning of this episode was from chapter 28 of the text of this unearthly Course in Miracles that said, the title is The Undoing of Fear. And what it said very simply at the outset, and I skipped ahead a couple of pages so that you could hear this, is that what I'm offering you is a miracle of undoing. If it is true, and I assure you that it is, that everything that you see within the illusion of correspondence of the idea of mass or density of light in the relationship with what appears to be the cosmology of self-containment is totally illusionary. The solution to the problem would have to be represented within the illusion of itself and in itself in a new correspondence that we call a miracle. It's important that you understand with me that I have no concern about the doing of your objective associations with what appears to be outside of yourself. Very simply because the advocacy of location that causes you to be present in the illusion of light form that constituted but a moment in self-location is a reflection, of cause that is already over. The old man here that showed up here some time ago, and I might remind you, I just came here this morning. What I have offered you within this Course in Miracles is a speed up of the idea that you no longer have to identify yourself out there in separation. Chapter 28, the chapter that I was going to attempt to read to you, says very simply that you're the cause of this. In the reversal of cause and effect, you will begin to recognize on a continuing basis that you are momentarily locked in a dream of space-time. I am here to offer you a momentary release by showing you objectively a better reflection of who you think you are in your own mind, with my assurance to you that while each of us within our body form may dream a separate dream, that all of this maze of light is an illusion. So that our correspondence at this moment is a replication of our need to locate ourselves within our own dream. And that the idea of sickness, the idea of self-containment, the idea of fear of consequences that appear to be coming from this world are only an indication that you believe that the consequences of this world have a cause. Okay, I'm now appearing within your illusion or dream and assuring you that while I may momentarily share your dream within the apparent illusion of separation, that I am very certain, having come from outside of this framework of time, I came from outside of here to offer you the entirety of my certainty that your illusion has no cause. The moment that you would recognize within your own circumstance of correspondence that you have no cause, you will disappear from the location in space-time. Are you looking with me? And did. This world was over a long time ago. You're retaining it in a moment of conflict when that location occurred, you simply said, where am I? How did this happen? You had to justify the idea of location and ended up with the universe that you see around you. It's totally illusionary. There's nothing whatsoever real about this time and place, except as you have established it within your own dream. I've been using the auspices of the Christian Savior of the world, Jesus, and I'm going to represent him just for a moment in my certainty that his message shows you that standing next to you within the entirety of the correspondence of where you're located would be an instant solution in time. Here's the way Jesus expresses it. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go, you know, and the way you know. And no man has ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man, which is in heaven. This is from All About God and How to Find Him. And Jesus is speaking to you from the New Testament, reminding you that he intends to appear within the illusion that you find in correspondence with your objective self, to remind you that he will and did represent the entirety of self-inclusion that allowed you to identify yourself as the dreamer of the dream. As it appears to you now, when you awoke in this particular dream sequence, you still may believe that out there is something that has no particular relevance to where you are in your own location. What I'm going to read you is my assurance, and this will be chapter 28, that you are trapped in an idea of sequential time that requires an undoing practice. Okay. To find the entirety of the solution to the problem of space-time that besets me, I need do nothing. Say, I need do nothing. Good. That was a dependency on an alternative not contained within sequential time. Is it that simple? Yeah. You want me to describe it in a conceptual formulation? Depend on your Creator. The totality of God dependency is your solution. Does anyone ever individually in his body form depend entirely on the created source? Of course not. The moment that he depended entirely on his creative source, he would awaken from the dream of the illusion that he's separate. He would no longer constitute identities of separate bodies in order to identify his own location. He would recognize that the figures that he sees out in this world are illusions contained within his own dream. Did you catch me? I'm in your dream. So the question is not whether I'm in your dream or not, because obviously if you heard the beginning of this lesson from chapter 28 of our course, I am in your dream. All right? Now, what I want you to understand from me is while I have assumed an illusionary character as you represent yourself within your own containment of body, that is physical evidence of a correspondence within a location, what Jesus calls an infinite maze of nothingness. I have penetrated sufficiently into the alternative structure within your own dream to be suddenly a character of saviorship. This is directly from my Savior Jesus. I'm appearing within your dream sequence First of all, to tell you that you're dreaming. And second, to offer you within your own dream, not someone else's dream, within your own dream, my certainty of the power of your mind within the sequentiality of time to change your mind about what you want to accomplish in this location of separation.